And you know what? Since we met last time, some interesting things have happened in your world. How about sharing that with us?
Well, since our last interview, which was, I think, late January, early February, when I was there to be the lecturer at Houston Tillotson College.
University, man, university.
Excuse me?
University. Get it right. Get it right.
Get it right. So, on June 2nd, I was named the Lilly Director of Faith-Based Education and Engagement at the International African American Museum in Charleston, South Carolina. A museum that's in its initial stages of development. It's been a project that's 10, 15 years. It's been in the making, but it's a museum that's been open 2 years. We just celebrated our 2-year anniversary on June 27th.
Okay.
And so, my job as faith-based director of education engagement is to do just that. It is to educate the public relative to African diasporic faith, particularly the liberating dimensions of African diasporic faith, to contribute to curatorial offerings in the museum, and of course, to use the museum as a place not just of historic remembrance, but also as a place of contemporary dialogue. So we are involved with a number of local faith communities and leaders, as well as national leaders from a partnership standpoint, not only with the museum itself, but in programming, so that we might have a bigger impact beyond the museum. As we call ourselves a First Voices Museum, we like to have the voices of those who've gone before us speak to us in our programming, as well as in our curatorial presentation at the museum itself. And so this is a Lilly-backed position. Lilly has been very generous to the museum in terms of its core mission to want to perpetuate this discourse on African American and African diasporic dialogue relative to faith perspectives that promote a healthy self-image, a healthy Black self-image, and of course, cornerstone with the liberation motif. And so I'm happy to be there. I'm still teaching, as I spent over 20 years in academia. I'm just teaching in a different venue now. And so pedagogy is still first and foremost, front row and center. I'm just doing it in a different way now, looking forward to the challenges and the joys that lay ahead.
Okay, I was wondering, I had not asked that question, but I was wondering if you had completely left the classroom. And so you've left the university, but you're engaging in that educational process, and you continue the academia aspects of it within the confines of the museum. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay.
I haven't completely left academia. There are some teaching opportunities there that I may pursue coming up in the fall. But my primary allegiance right now and my attention lie with the International African American Museum.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. You all had a wonderful panel presentation about a week or so ago. I was scrolling Facebook and I said, wow, this looks pretty good. So you that's part of the panel, of the discussions and other kinds of things that you have also at the museum under your purview?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We have 6 signature programs that we put on each year. Of course, my primary objective in this position is to build those programs.
Okay.
Grow them in number and grow them in stature and grow them in impact. And so that will be my first priority. And of course, to be able to tell the story of African diasporas. Charleston and where it's built. The museum is built as such a special place. It's built on Gadsden's Wharf, where over 200,000 West Africans came in on Charleston Harbor and at Gadsden's Wharf. We even built the museum on 16 ballasts, so that we could leave the ground sacred that the slaves came in on. And it's a very special place to be. It's a special place to visit, and it's an even more special place to work. If you ever get a chance and you're in the Charleston area, please make sure you stop by that. It will change your life and your perspective to see it, and to see it constituted and constructed right on the wharf where slaves came in. We even have a tribute pool back there where water comes up a couple times a day, and there are silhouettes of dead African bodies underneath those tides to simulate the Africans that did not finish the voyage, but were found in the bottom of the Atlantic as the voyage was making its way to Charleston. And so it's a life-changing experience, and I recommend to anyone, black, white, red, brown, green, yellow, if you are looking for not only information but inspiration on the African diasporic quest for full human emancipation, I can't think of a better place to be than at the International African American Museum in Charleston. It is indeed a special place, and to be working there at this stage, this infant stage of development, is an honor and privilege.
Okay, and also it's not. So it sounds like it's not a departure from what you do. It's an add-on. It allows you to express your views as you have engaged in liberation theology in a different kind of way. And I guess the wonderful piece about it is that sometimes it can also be visual. So that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Congratulations. Happy for you. And going to continue to look to get you back this way, Doc. In fact, I think we had a discussion, and we have at least 2 more as we move into the future. Is that right?
We do.
All right.
Looking forward to coming. We talked about that last night, and I'm going to hold you to it, Brother Brooks.
Wow.
I might be in Austin.
All right. Well, we will get you back, and one, simply because, as I say always, Zoom is not my favorite mode of sharing. So